beautiful beings. Welcome to another timeless tarot reading. I'm going to start by clearing the energy with my bell. I call upon my guides, my angels, my ancestors, my galactic family, to channel through me the messages that they need to hear at the time that this reaches them. I thank you, I thank you, I thank you. I love you, I love you, I love you. So let's see what's in store today. It's a super windy day here, so apologize if you hear the wind. Could be a little symbolic of winds of changes that are coming forward for you. Start there. Ooh, we have the Magician. It's all about magic, your spiritual gifts, your intuition, manifestation. I'm drawn to the infinity sign immediately. You might have an abundance of ideas or knowing about the infinite possibilities that are in store for you, or the infinite love that you could be channeling from a higher chakra and your higher consciousness. There's definitely an infinite amount of love and support on the other side you probably are able to tap into when you need to feel it. I'm drawn to the birds. It's like they're little guardian spirits. Guides and guardians is what's coming through. That love to maybe like whisper in your ear or give you signs or give you messages. It's like you're in communion with these guides on the other side. And they're going to be different. They could be angelic, they could be galactic, or they could be ancestral. You know, that's really dependent on you, but it's about how close they are to you, how they want to encourage you. And I feel like they're just trying to like help guide you in the right direction. I'm drawn to this snake. Snakes are often representations of rebirth and renewal, but I'm also being drawn to the medical snake symbol, so maybe that is important to some of you, medicine, but there's this rebirth energy of like shedding your skin, shedding the old you. It's like you're stepping more and more into your light body, into your higher consciousness, fully embracing your gifts and your abilities to manifest and basically bring forth what you want to experience on life, in this life, by matching frequency. And I'm also getting shepherd energy, like you're here to show the way or pioneer a new path in some way on this earth journey. I'm also drawn to the green plants that are around him. To me, it's good luck, fortune, wealth, prosperity, abundance starting to grow around you as you tap into the frequencies. And there's these like little pink, almost like flower petals around this magician. I'm getting like a sweetness to you. Maybe it's smelling sweet, maybe it's just how your energy is feeling to other people. There's this sweetness, this lightness, or maybe a connection to flowers or floral energy in some way. But there's this connection to the universal energy of the cosmos and knowing how to bring that into your physical body, how to ground all those spiritual gifts and abilities and your cosmic self into your physical body and really using that energy in a way that best helps you on your path, on your journey, on your mission here on Earth. There could be a time for action as well. I'm kind of really drawn to the beard swooping this way. It's like the wind is blowing it in a specific direction. So maybe like the wind is starting to come at your back. Plus there's a lot of wind energy coming through today that is trying to like push you forward, almost like if there's a dream that you've had or inspiration or intuition, if you've been thinking about, I'd love to try this thing out, you know, this dream, this inspiration, this inspired idea or thought, it wants you to bring it into being. Like this momentum energy is coming forward. Like there's a dynamic change in the air, a change in direction that you're going, or you're gonna take that inspired action for what's been coming through for you lately. And if you're into astrology, this week's some really interesting astrology. I encourage you to check it out. Chani is a good channel, Chani. But we're having a planetary alignment this week that hasn't happened in like 70 years. So there's a lot of change happening, a lot of new energy, opportunities coming through. Maybe you're headed in a new direction. Okay. A lot of these want to come out, so I'm just gonna take these. They want all of these, so let's see. Let's start with this one. So we have Four of Swords. I take the time I need to rediscover my vitality. We got Suglite. It's a crystal to health. It's interesting. I feel like maybe this is what you have been doing recently, is taking time to regain energy, to refuel your body or your spiritual body, meditating, to tap into those gifts, to really figure out like what gives you energy, what things give you energy, and what doesn't. Maybe you've needed some time to withdraw, to retreat, to like recharge your energy. And maybe that's how you gain this spiritual energy, is by taking time to yourself in meditation, in ritual, in journaling, like just this withdrawal energy. Or taking time off to really focus on yourself. It's like sometimes you need to take a break. Sometimes you need to unplug. Sometimes you need to kind of go into hermit mode to recharge what you're feeling. If you're feeling overwhelmed, if you're feeling drained, this is like maybe a way that you take time to recover and pamper and self-care, which is crucial for being able to have the energy to do the magic and do your gifts, do the light. Ooh, this is so cool. I'm guided and protected on my life journey. So we have the Fool. I love the Fool card. So far we've had now 2 major arcana cards coming through, so that's very interesting. But the full is new beginnings. So this is going right along with like the winds of change, new directions, new beginnings. I also see, you see like the door. The door is like a portal to the universe. It's like he's walking out into the universe. It's like portal energy. So we also, or you might be like going through a portal or a quantum leap or a portal to a new timeline, or experiencing a dimensional shift, a consciousness shift. And all of these all these different crystals, they go in alignment with your chakras. So maybe you've taken time to really heal and rejuvenate your chakras, maybe Reiki, maybe clearing them, getting them all aligned. It's like they're charged in protecting you. It's like this shield from your chakras can come up, and it's like a rainbow of light that protects you on this journey, on this new path that you're walking towards. And they're like holding this flower and looking at this flower. And it's, even though they're sort of looking back, it's not like you're looking back or really romanticizing past or falling into negative energy from the past, but you're just seeing how far you've come to where you are now today. It's this honor how far you've come, and be excited for the new things coming for you. It's like this daisy represents this new growth you've had in yourself, this new way of being, this new way maybe you're navigating your life, how you're taking care of your needs, your body, your spiritual mind, everything. It's like you're unrecognizable to a lot of people from your past. You're a whole new person, and you're on a whole new journey, and some people are not meant to be a part of that journey, and that's okay, because you have like this cosmos in front of you. It's basically endless opportunities. Suns and galaxies and abundance, and like whatever way you want to bring forward. It's like you're unlocking this new path, this higher aligned path from all this magic and work that you've been doing. You could be calling in and manifesting a new beginning, not just a material success, but a new way of life, a new way of being, a new career, a new just path, you know. Maybe you're even switching to a more nomadic time. And then the moon. These are the cards that came out. They're just on the side. So I'm just doing one at a time. The moon. My intuition guides me to the right decision. You could have some connection to water or mermaid energy, or the ocean tides, or water, because water has like this strong connection with the moon, because the moon creates the tides. And maybe you love water. Maybe water is a safe place for you. It's a relaxing, recharging to be in the water, whether it's a bath or swimming, or maybe even fishing for some of you. And I'm getting this yin and yang energy from the koi, this balance, and it's like the water is charging these crystals. And there's this reciprocal energy with the moon charging crystals, the water charging crystals, and then your energy charging crystals. So there could be someone who does moon work, rainbow moonstones, this crystal card on this crystal tarot, like all these crystals, you can feel free to tap into their energy, meditate with them, and they can come forward even if you don't have the physical crystal as their energy and their spirit. And I'm seeing another path, right? So like I see these stones, and these stones that are going down the river, they end at this infinity point. Once again, we're getting this infinite energy, this infinite possibilities that you can walk towards, infinite success, infinite abundance, right? There's no like cap unless we create a ceiling or a cap. but you break through that. You've shed the skin of I'm not worthy, or this is all I can achieve. That's the past. That's not you anymore. Now you're on this path where you know that, abundance is your birthright, and it's all about matching the frequency to draw that in. Because when we're doing affirmations and things like that, they're powerful, but when you're just saying it, it's one thing. When we tap into the feeling of like, what is it like to feel abundant? What is it like to feel secure and peace and joy and happiness? Whatever you're walking towards or you're manifesting for yourself, you're really visualizing it. You're really feeling what it feels like, because that feeling is a frequency that is drawing it like a magnet to you. And it's this interesting energy, similar to the Fool, of like, it's not just you walking forward or walking towards this abundance or this highly aligned path. It's also you calling that path forward. So like, it's like as you're walking down this path, like you are magnetizing this infinite abundance back towards you at the same time. And this intuition being your guide, your compass. Your intuition is your compass. Your intuition is your higher self. It's what feels right. What messages does your body have for you, and what feels good? What fuels you? What steps do you need to take? This inspired action, this creativity, like whatever it is. And there's like a decision being made on some sort of horizon. And if there's like a decision coming up about something for you, a direction to go, it's calling you to tap into your intuition, tap into meditation, feelings, ask your guides, maybe pendulum work, however you like receive answers, or ask for signs or synchronicities or symbols in your dreams to get clarity. Because, there's this sensitivity, there's this emotion that the moon brings and the water brings. Like, water holds memories, it holds emotion, and you could be a very sensitive soul in general, very empathetic. And it's like you feel everything with this amplitude, which at times can be overwhelming. But that feeling can be your compass of intuition, of guide, of like, these are the people I'm being called to be around, or these are the people I'm not being called to be around, and this is the path that is feeling most aligned and best for me and your gut and your body and your emotions. And there's this psychic abilities, right? Like the moon, the water, this is also like all these spirals everywhere. There is this psychic ability that goes along with the magician. It's like these gifts that you have, gifts of being able to be clairvoyant, or be a Reiki healer, or be a channeler, or intuition. Even intuition is a gift. Feeling called in certain directions, or pulled certain places, or to different careers or paths that you're going to walk. Being led by your higher self, your intuition, your guides, spirit, like it's all guiding you in a specific way when you tap in and you listen to yourself and what your body and your spirit is saying. That's what's ultimately like guiding you. And as you're being guided, you're pulling in this abundance, this new start, this fresh start is really coming forward. But you definitely are intuitive. You have some sort of psychic gifts. You could be dream walking. You could be, clairaudient, or maybe you have mediumship abilities. We all have all these different gifts. Then we have the Temperance card. This is a nice reading so far. We have a lot of major arcana that's coming through. I find clarity through the calm. There's this reoccurring thing once again with the water. It's like she's filling up her cup. And before we pour out to others, we need to fill up our cup, and we need to give only when we have an abundance. When we have overflow, that's what you give people. You don't pour out until you're emptying your cup. You pour to the point that it's full and it's overflowing, and that's what people get to receive, is the overflow. But we don't diminish ourselves, and that is all about balance, which is a lesson you probably have learned to get to this point of magic and new beginnings, which is tied to this Four of Swords energy of, what do you have to do to fill your cup? What are the things that fill your cup? And doing those things on a regular basis, this like routine of putting yourself first, your body, your mind, your emotions, like your needs need to come first. And it's up for us to fulfill our needs and not to project that to be fulfilled by other people, because that's not really what they're here to do. We're here to learn how to fill our cup and our needs and share this overflow. And when we master this balance and this ability, then we have all this blooming growth around us. And again, there could be this connection to floral energy. This is the third like flower symbol in these cards so far. You might have a very flower-like essence where you might have a sweet nectar. You might have a very attractive presence. And maybe sometimes people have tried to take advantage of that, so you've had to really learn how to put your foot down and put yourself first and prioritize your peace and your serenity and fulfilling your needs. Because you're this like sweet flower, this sweet nectar, and you grow and you bloom. And you could have multiple blooms, and every bloom, it's like a new color, a new version of yourself is being born as you grow, as you ascend into your higher dimensional self, or grounding that into your physical self. And there's this clarity, this intuition that keeps coming through. So if you have this presentation of this new opportunity that's going to be coming, or like you're starting this new beginning and there's doubt or uncertainty, you might need to get to a place of calm, to get to a place of almost like a state that allows you to receive your intuition, which is the clarity, or your guides. And maybe you like to sit by the water, or listen to the waves, or listen to a stream, or meditation isn't always like a guided meditation. Like meditation could just be being in nature, or even music. It can be very different for everyone. We all experience the divine and the other side through different ways. And there's this beautiful sun energy that is just blasting, right? Like it's like so bright. And this bright energy is here for you to lift you up. I'm getting this lifting up energy. You're being lifted up to a higher place. This maybe ascension journey you've been on, or ascended path that you have really been on. And again, there's this wind. There's this current in the air that's taking her tendrils of like ribbon in her hair and blowing them up. This sun support, this wind support, like trying to push you in the right direction, or to tap into what's best for you. And she has this like floral crown and like flowers around her hair. It's almost like a priestess energy also that's coming through. So you might carry a very priestess type of energy, and this balancing energy that I feel like is almost coveting. There's this focus, there's this precision coming through with this pouring. It's like you're making sure that whatever you're doing something like with detail or with precision. But also this serenity, this inner balance of you just like might be feeling called and you know what to do. and this taking control of maybe a situation. And there could be maybe like you've had time being a negotiator or a peacekeeper. You know, with the temperance, it can be balanced. And sometimes we end up balancing other people. And then when we step back and we realize what we need to be focusing on is balancing ourselves. This is also the balance between spiritual body and your physical body. The balance between your shadow and your light. The balance between stability and your wanderlust, your creative, chaotic part. Because we are this beautiful mix of duality when we are on earth. And one of the master lessons that you're mastering or have mastered is finding the balance with everything. The balance of how you prioritize your time and how you prioritize yourself and how you give love to all these different parts of yourself and allow everything to take up space without overtaking each other, which is kind of this yin-yang energy I was also pulling from with these fish. You know, it's this balance, which is what the moon also can show. The balance, you know, as the moon goes from bright to dark, the balance with all the tides and how that affects everything. Then we got the Devil card. I love the Devil card because I often, when I get the Devil card, it's never like you're trapped or you're stuck. That's not what the energy of this Devil card usually brings forth. It's freedom. I'm free of whatever's holding me back. It's this freedom. It's like dancing. And maybe in the past you were dancing, you know, with the devil, and then you start dancing with your shadow self. It's like this balance of light and dark where you're learning to dance with all these different aspects of yourself, and this balance. It's like this beautiful, playful dance between, you know, shadow self and light self, or your crazy, creative, chaotic self and your more stable masculine self, or feminine and masculine, or your spiritual and your physical needs. You know, it's this beautiful dance that's happening. And the chains, right, or whatever, it's just ethereal smoke. There's nothing really holding you back. You have the keys. You see these keyholes. It's like you have the key to unlock yourself from anything that was holding you back or pulling you in a frequency that wasn't good for you. And you've found your freedom. And the freedom isn't always just stepping away from things or feeling negative towards things, but moving towards your light and doing this just dance. I see this, like, I feel like this person or this community is someone who's really mastering balance and this mastering of the different aspects of your soul, of your humanity, and of the experiences you've had, you know, and not living in one or the other, not living in the clouds and full, always manifesting, and not living in the shadow and not living in the past. And it's this delicate dance that you're mastering of how you can experience everything and learning to love sometimes what the shadows are illuminating for you, the lessons you've learned, and honoring that and honoring how far you've come, and honoring sometimes the dark within you, because it's not always sunshine and rainbows, and that's okay. But there's this freedom. These butterflies are really coming with this lightness, this airiness, this freedom. It's like you have your wings, you can fly, and you can fly in any direction you want. It's freedom. You are free. And you do not need to be chained to anything or anyone that doesn't serve you. You are you. And you're connected to the greatness of the cosmos. You're reconnected with your gifts. And I feel like this freedom of like you freeing yourself from something or situation or a place, and this honing of this balance of your gifts is like opening this door of new possibility that's coming through for you. Let's see if the Fae realm has a message. Wonderful, beautiful. Awesome. So we have Gyu the Slow. My initial impressions coming through this card is this like wisdom. There's a lot coming through with the clarity, the intuition, the serenity, the magic. It's like there's this ancient wisdom that you probably possess. Ancient knowledge from past lives or experiences that you're pulling into the present, that you're pulling into your being. It's allowing you to move through life and embrace these gifts and these new things. I'm going to see what this book has, because this is the Fairy Oracle by Brian Froud, I think is how you say that. So Gyu the Slow. It's a cycle of patience and of waiting. And it's saying, how long is it going to take for the water to wear the rock away? How much has that mountain grown in the last millennium? Gyu is there watching attentively, making certain that things don't happen too fast, resulting in a shoddy job. It is he who watches the waves slowly encroach on the shore, wearing away the cliffs. Elsewhere, to keep things in balance, he watches certain mountains slowly grow taller. Already, there's some synchronicities happening with this written words. We already have the waters again. We have the waves. We have attention and wearing the rock away. I'm pulled to this water, potentially wearing the mountains and things like that. Gyu is also the master of clarification process, whereby we let something sit quietly while the impurities slowly settle themselves out, allowing the substance to purify itself in time. So I feel like you have been doing this to get to this point, to get to this magician, to this this full card, this magic energy, this possibility. You have been releasing things. You have been letting these lower vibrational thoughts or behaviors or feelings be like almost like pulled out of you. It's like the impurities being pulled out of you so you can find more balance and tap into more magic. And these impurities isn't like an elimination of your shadow or anything like that. That's something that we live with, right? But there could be recurring cycles, right? Of in the past feeling like you're unworthy and eliminating that thought pattern or eliminating a behavior that wasn't serving you. Gyu doesn't understand why we rush about, missing out on the slow changes in the worlds around us. He's amazed at the stress and problems we create for ourselves by doing that. He wonders, how can we survive if we don't sit and watch the sunrise and sunsets, or if we don't have time to enjoy our lives, especially if we are so busy rushing around with the idea that we are making things good for ourselves later, but never now. The thing about Gyu's processes is that they all proceed in good order. Fruit ripens on time, grain is ready at harvest time, and the moon and the earth circle each other and equitable balance, neither too quickly nor too slowly. These natural processes work well in our own lives, and it is helpful to use them as models to find the right place and the pace that allows natural low stress growth, progress, and joy. The world isn't turning any faster, so we might as well ask ourselves, why are we trying to cram more into our days? It's a reminder to slow down, to sit back in your chair and think a little, to enjoy the little things in everyday life. The presence of Gyo in a reading indicates that a situation or an issue is part of a long process. We can't be hurried. And it is important to settle in for the long haul and to set a pace that you can maintain for as long as needed, while remaining relaxed and patient. You will find life much more delightful if you do. Gyo himself clearly does. So, I hope some of that resonated with you. As always, when you're looking at these cards, gain your own messages. Tap into your intuition. Is there symbology that's meant for you, with messages very specific to you that you're pulling that's just for you out of these? Because there's going to be individual parts of this that only you can gain by using your intuition and picking up on the symbols that are really jumping and calling to you. And something I'm really drawn to is about this slow and steady that he's kind of talking about. And it's like not being in a rush, which is, I feel like, with the Temperance, with the Four of Swords, with taking the time for your vitality to recharge, finding clarity in the calm, this intuition, it's like this slow and steady pace, right? We're not running, we're not jumping off the deep end, we're not, just immediately changing everything overnight. You could have been going through a very slow process of removing those impurities, of really changing, right? Like if we're going back to the snake and shedding skin, you could have shed multiple layers, and every layer and every cycle of, if you follow astrological cycles or just cycles in your life and timing, like you probably have gone through multiple versions of yourself, gone through multiple changes and this process to get to where you are now, which I'm feeling is this magician and this full type of energy. You've had to be patient. When we manifestation is instant. And we can't expect it to be instant, just like we can't expect our growth to be instant. For, like he's saying, harvest has to be at a specific time. Fruit ripens at a specific time. Flowers bloom at very specific times under the right conditions. And so when we're manifesting things, it's never like an instantaneous thing. And we can want that because we live in this world of instant gratification most of the time. But when we slow down and enjoy the process and enjoy the little things that we have every day to look forward to, and not just the big manifestation goals, and we're enjoying and creating and embodying this frequency of joy and abundance and peace on a daily basis, just by tapping into that frequency, it allows things to come through at the right pace. It's like the road that you're walking is towards this like infinite abundance, but it's also knowing that it's going to happen in the right time and the right timing for you. I can't put timelines on, when things are going to happen, because we're all so different. Everyone's timeline looks a little differently, and there are a lot of factors that can shift your timeline along the way. That's why your serenity and your intuition really matters for making the little decisions that help push you towards that path. of embracing your gifts and these new possibilities to come through. And maybe it's starting to really start to bud this summer or this season you're coming into. It's like you're coming into a new season potentially. And that only has been allowed through a long process of releasing an alignment. Like it could be years is what I'm feeling to get to this point. You weren't the magician overnight. To get this many like major arcana cards, right? You have been working on yourself, on your spiritual growth, on your ascension. Like I just feel this ascension energy, this sun, this rising, this chakra, like maybe your higher in Earth Star chakra and your higher consciousness chakras are aligned and you're protected and you're guided. And like you're meant to be walking this path, this highly aligned path, this path of discovery and creation and exploration of something new and bold and maybe shepherding a new way of being. It's like you definitely have some love and light coming through, and it's like they're proud of you for going through this process, and not just going through a long process, but enjoying the process along the way, finding the joy and in the patience, in the waiting, in the trust, and knowing that good things will happen when things are meant to happen for you, and in perfect timing and perfect alignment. This trust, this faith in your guides in the universe is also like a very powerful spiritual gift to have, to hold, to know, this knowing. Aww. We got Charity from the Archangels, Pillar of Service. Serve with a gracious heart and God is serving you. And you could have been doing a lot of service, or you are doing a lot of service. Maybe you show others a lot of gratitude, a lot of kindness. You're very generous, you're caring, you're giving, and you've learned lessons to not give in excess. But all those times you've helped others, whether that's people or animals or situations or the nature, you know, like every time you give yourself into even a creative project or your business or your work, it's like you're going to be rewarded. The spirit wants to reward you for all the things that you've given out into the world and that you continually to give. When you give your light, when you give your frequency, like I'm so happy that you just exist and your frequency's in the world. It's pretty high vibrational that I'm tapping into, so your presence is a gift, and that gift will be rewarded, but it will be rewarded in this divine timing, and the reward could not look like anything you want, because that you're like predicting, because when we hold too hard on these expectations of it happening a very specific way, it can block it. So when we just let go and we tap into just finding our everyday joy and serenity and following our intuition, and we surrender a specific expectation and we just open up to the endless possibilities, the endless new beginnings that could bring forth what you want in a new and unexpected way and a new unexpected path to get there. That's what we're being kind of pushed towards, is this release and this opening up our palms to just the possibility of more, and there not being a ceiling, there not being a cap to what you're going to be given, and just trusting it's going to come through, and it's going to come through a way that is going to most serve you on your highest aligned path that you're walking and you're moving towards and you're ascending into. I'm getting like a lot of like just open palm energy of you're going to be receiving, and you might be receiving in very unexpected new ways. All right. So one oracle card. Oh my gosh. There's so many that want to come out in here. It's a lot of energy. Can we have like one, please? one of these cards. Okay. Ooh, this is so exciting. This is a new card I haven't pulled yet. Both of these, well, all three of these are new cards, but I love this. It's the Cowgirl. It says, I am enthusiastic to learn and grow. And maybe you're still growing. We're always still growing. There's never a cap. There's never, we get to a point we're not growing. It's like we're here to continuously grow. Every day, every year, you know, we're growing more and more. Growing into this beautiful, higher aligned version of ourselves. And maybe you're enjoying that, enjoying the ride. You know, it's like she's sitting and she's just enjoying where she's at right now in life. There's this like peace, again, this serenity energy coming through, and potential clarity of like the direction that you're going. And I'm also drawn to these saucers picking up a cow. You know, it's this fun energy of like unexpected things are like in the background. Things very otherworldly or completely new experiences that are like waiting for you. And the more that you focus like potentially on the now and enjoying the present and enjoying your growth and learning and being this student of life is coming through. Maybe you're a scholastic person who's really into academia, but you could also just be a student of life, and you're constantly learning by experiencing life, by travel, by just little everyday things, or you like to learn new skills, or like whatever it is. It's like you're here to learn, you're here to grow, and you know that. And when she's holding the wheat, when the wheat is ready for harvest, you'll be there ready, waiting for it. It's like you could be waiting for things too to come through, and while you're waiting, instead of being frustrated waiting, you're just simply enjoying it. You're enjoying the peace of the now, the peace of, yeah, I know what's coming for me, and I know I'm going towards this infinite abundance. And it's great to like set time aside for specific things. Like set time aside when we're talking about the temperance and this balance, time for manifestation, but also time to live in the present, and time to experience the now, and time to rejuvenate, and time to let all of these areas of our life take a turn and hold presence with them. Such a beautiful reading, such a beautiful energy. Thank you for being here. I'm going to pull one card from my Lemuria Oracle deck to finish it off. These cards are so big, and they like to just be spread around. So, let's see. What wants to come through? All right. I'm so excited though for you. Because I feel like there's all these things on the horizon, and all these things being orchestrated in the background as you've grown and done so much growth and rebirth and released, and you're just enjoying every day. And then all of a sudden, like new experiences and new opportunities are just gonna pop up unexpectedly, because it's always with divine timing, and usually it's always when we least expect it. So, shine your light. Golly. Talk about shining your light. Just the frequency coming off this card. It's like there is so much light that you have and that you carry and that you offer the world. Even just your presence, it's like ding, it's like you're a sun. That's how bright you are. And how like nurturing your light is. It can grow things. It can grow new things because of how bright you are. And you could be needing to shine your light. Show your gifts. Show your creativity. Show your energy, your smile, your laugh, you know? Like, however this is going to come through, like, we're all shining our light in very unique ways. And we all have very specific, unique ways that we are also contributing to shining our light. With some with our presence, some with our work, some with our creative, you know, projects. And sometimes it's just your essence, just your being. You don't have to live necessarily a grand life in the spotlight to be shining your light. You can shine your light every day. And it just goes out into the earth and it travels just like boom, and it goes everywhere. Again, there's this water connection, this mermaid connection. You might have some connection to water or water beings or water elementals or water-like planets, or might feel really just at peace listening or being around water in some way. Or recharging as well, like in water, feeling recharged or at peace. But it's like you're here to shine. We're here to embrace and be your authentic self, your most authentic self, and let yourself shine. Your authentic way of being, even if it's kooky or different or woo-woo or hippie or weird. You know, we need that. Your weirdness is wonderful. Like, we need all of it. Because the light that you're sharing just by like being here and being your happiest self and filling up your cup so you can just shine this light on others. Or even into the nature and into animals and into just the world. You're helping to raise the frequency here on Earth. Just by existing. Thank you so much for being here. That's all that's coming through right now. And I'd love to hear if this resonated with you or if you gained any other additional messages. I'd love to hear from you all. I'm sending so much love and so much light your way.